On Saturday, May 21st, Bernard Hopkins and Jean Pascal will meet in a rematch in Montreal. Now, in their first fight, Pascal won a very close decision win and a controversial one. Pascal had Hopkins down twice in the early rounds, built up a big lead, but then Hopkins dominated virtually all of the final 8 rounds. Hopkins and his fans outraged over the fact that those last 8 rounds weren't enough for him to get the decision, but the knockdowns created a hill that he could not climb. Now, that controversy came partially because it was in the home country of Jean Pascal, as this fight will be, but there will be neutral officials. Judges will come from Thailand, the Philippines, and Italy, and the referee will be from the UK. And that brings us to our keys to victory for this rematch. For Hopkins, obviously he needs to start better. He can't afford to get knocked down once or twice early in this round. Just making them 10-9 rounds would help him. And he has to go to the body early in this match. That will help slow down Pascal, who is known as a fighter that gets fatigued as fights go on in any case, and Hopkins did a tremendous job going to the body. The big power punch to the head for Hopkins will probably be the right hand. He was able to land that effectively in the first fight, and that is a punch he will need. Jean Pascal obviously needs to be more aggressive in this fight. He sometimes gets very, very passive during long periods and loses rounds. He's got to start fast as he did in the last fight. He made the statement that if they think I'm a 4-round fighter, which Hopkins and his people called him, well, then I'll be one and I'll knock you out in the first 4 rounds. Obviously, that would solve all his problems. And finally, he's got to close better if this fight does go more than 4 rounds. He's got to win more rounds in the last 6 rounds of the fight. And one other important note on this fight, if Bernard Hopkins can win the WBC title from Jean Pascal, he would be the oldest man in boxing history to win a major title, beating the record of George Foreman.